right. This is it. This is the episode. Common Point is back. Episode issue. There's a lot of different issues with Dark Crisis. We got Dark Crisis issue number 2, Dark Crisis, The Flash 783, Dark Crisis, World Without a Justice League Superman 1, Dark Crisis Young Justice number 2, Flash 784, and Aquaman number 6. We got we got a lot of different issues to talk about. Jeez. All right, we're gonna blow all through that, but like we do every show beforehand. Oh, first off, I'm your host D, and the co-host sitting next to me is
from Yo a Nerd.
Yeah, virtually sitting next to me, of course. But we are talking about some news that just dropped, and Justice has been going a little nuts about this news. If you guys have been following his TikTok, his Instagram, he will not shut up about this. He likes to sing a swan song about this new news that happened. So I'm just gonna let you just put it out there, man.
All right, so to start this off, number one for everybody that's in. Well, let's get the news first. We all know Batgirl got canceled. That's what we talk about. First off, I would like to say that I feel bad for the actress and the actors, and especially Brandon Fraser, Leslie Grace.
Yeah.
Leslie Grace, I definitely feel bad for her because this is supposed to be like her
a breakout role. Yeah.
Like that sucks like shit for her. Like I sorry for everybody involved today.
So Mike Keaton, he never cared about Michael Keaton coming back anywhere. So yeah.
Especially sorry to him because I love Michael Keaton when he was Batman back in the day. Back in the but Batgirl got canceled, and that's what we're talking about. And kind of what I wanted to talk to you about is our reasons for why we think it got canceled. So you want me to go first?
Yeah, please. Like this is your show right now. Please, by all means.
Let's get it. So the reason why I think it got canceled, because we all know that DC just merged with Discovery and it's Warner Brothers Discovery. Also, that's a very stupid name. Like
I'm doing the hand jerk like emotion right now. Like I do not like this merger whatsoever, nor do I care for this name. No, thank you. It's disrespectful. Warner Brothers been around for 75 years. Like you're gonna merge Discovery at the end of it? Ridiculous.
Just leave it Warner Brothers. Like
just leave it Warner Brothers. It's like it's disrespectful to put a Discovery at the end of it. Just disrespectful. Whatever. It's like called like DC Discovery. Like why would you do something ridiculous like that? But go on, please.
But yeah, so they got merged and they got new like management and higher ups and all that good stuff. So I feel like with them doing new, they was looking at it and they was like, yo, this is not aligned with what we want to go do. Because I really feel like they was ready Disney-fy stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not with that. But like I just wasn't cool. Like for me, you already know I wasn't cool with Mike Keaton being old Batman if he's not Batman Beyond type Batman. But I wasn't cool with that. But I think this is kind of like kind of a course correction. Because they was trying to do a course correction, and now it's a whole nother course correction. Because if also news that Aquaman and Aquaman 2, that Ben Affleck's back in that.
Right.
I also heard that they changed the post-credit scene for him and Flash or something like that.
Yeah. That's they put out Ben Affleck inside of it also, yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of seems like they're kind of trying to cut, and you already know me. I'm hoping Ben Affleck I hope
I'm done being angry at this man. Like it's been over 20 years. I'm done being angry at Ben Affleck. So like, please, just do what you got to do. Like, yeah.
How can you be mad at somebody married to Jennifer Lopez?
That's kind of like what helped me to get over it. Like he finally married with Jennifer Lopez. Like all right, man. Like that. Like all right. Lopez is cool. Lopez ain't like she never did me anything wrong. So you know what? Yeah. Like you know what? Like let's squash it. Like he married Garner for some crazy reason, but that's his business. But now he's with Lopez. Like I'm invested now. So no, I hear you.
But that's just my reason. I think they're just kind of trying to course correct, and I think that it wasn't so kind of what DC's been going lately. We it seems like we don't really have a plan. We don't know where it's going.
Yeah,
making stuff and then throwing it at a wall. You feel me?
I can't disagree with you about that. No.
Even though I'm not one of those people like the new DCEU is stupid. No, I'm hyped for Black Adam.
Yeah.
I'm even hyped. I'm not a Shazam fan. I'm actually hyped for Shazam.
Yeah. You saw the new trailer from Comic-Con? You were excited for it?
Yeah, it's very Shazam like, but
right.
It's
as you've been saying, you're like still your nieces and nephews. They're gonna take them to go see it, right?
Maybe not Shazam. Maybe not. Something else. You go something else. But yeah, I'm excited for Shazam. Aquaman 2 is
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Like Flash, I'm excited to see what happens with that.
Dude, like I've been saying about Flash. Like, this is what I've been saying about Flash. Like, you know what? Yeah, Ezra Miller is a scumbag. Yeah, like we don't really care for Ezra Miller. And like it's a whole different level than it is for Amber Heard. Because like I think both Amber Heard and Johnny Depp are scumbags. So like they cancel each other out in my eyes. But Ezra Miller's a scumbag. Like you think so too, right? Like they're both awful. So like they just cancel each other out.
Facts. Like everybody was mad at one side or the other. I'm like, yo, both of them horrible fucking people.
Both of them are awful, dude. Yeah. So like, whatever. I watch their movies. Who cares? Like, and my thing is like this Flash movie is gonna be history. That's my thinking. Like whether it's good or bad, it's history.
The first one.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And like it's gonna have like a whole multiverse thing to it. Yeah.
Yeah. I know some people are mad that they're kind of like doing Flashpoint as his first movie, and I'm kind of cool with that. Like for me, I never really like his rogue gallery anyway. I don't like most of them.
What?
Yeah.
Mirror Master, Captain Cold, Golden Glider, Prankster. Are you kidding me, dude?
Started off with like the first 3 that I like.
This guy, I tell you, man.
I like Mirror Master. I like Trickster, and I like
Captain Boomerang.
No, Boomerang is cool. Boomerang is I don't like him as a Flash villain. I like Boomerang now.
For who? Who will you put Boomerang with?
Anybody but Flash.
This guy.
Green Arrow. I feel like he would be a great Green Arrow villain.
Yeah, I always said that they should give the Riddler to Green Arrow too. But yeah,
Riddler will fuck Green Arrow out.
I mean, that's kind of why I want to see it happen. You see what I'm saying? Like Ollie needs to up his game a little bit. Give him to the Riddler. There you go. There you go.
Feed that man on a platter to the Riddler.
Like
we got way off track. Hold on. I want to know I want to know why we got way off track. We went to Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Why you think that the Batgirl movie got canceled? Like, what do you think is going on?
Let me be honest with you, man. Like, let me be like I've always been straight with you. Always been honest with you about everything that I think about when it comes to all this. I'm gonna lay it flat out for you. I literally think they're bringing back the Snyderverse.
I don't
like they're not restoring it, but like they're gonna like they're gonna bring back this track that you've been talking about. They're gonna put that back in motion.
So I'm cool. Like I'm saying, you don't even have to bring Zack Snyder back. I don't think you can, because like Netflix seems to have that man.
They got him hold now.
Yeah, so I don't think you can bring him back, which is cool. I don't think you have to. So like I think what you can do is just the universe, the Snyderverse is kind of already there. You feel me? Nothing is disconnecting from it. So just continue. Like, we got Black Adam, we got Shazam coming. Just make better fucking movies.
Like stop saying restore the Snyderverse and just like continue the Snyderverse is what they should be saying.
Do what you've been doing and just make better movies. Because for me, for real, I just want a plan for everything. And like my biggest issue with the DCEU is like there's no plan. Most of these movies I really don't have too much of a problem with. I liked Birds of Prey, besides Cassandra Cain being stupid. Like Suicide Squad, the new Suicide Squad was okay. It wasn't I didn't hate it, but it was okay. But like I just think they can continue what they doing. Just give us some like bring back my man's Deathstroke. There was a lot of stuff that was on the table that didn't need Zack Snyder that y'all just left on the table.
I mean, and considering that we now found out that Joe Mantegna is also part Black, like I am all for a Deathstroke movie.
What?
You didn't hear about that? That show that talks about people like ancestries, like in the connection to slavery. Joe Mantegna's like great grandfather was Black, and like he had like slave ancestry. Yeah. Like he doesn't know who his real grandfather is unknown. Like he took like the name of a different grandfather, and like that's his name. Like his real birth name, like from his father's side, is unknown to him, and like he is actually part Black. Yeah.
That's what. So Deathstroke is Black,
dude. Yes. Right.
This just keeps getting
better and better, my dude. Absolutely.
You got to bring Deathstroke back. We got to. I'm with it. Yeah. his skin tone not black, but it's all good.
Yeah, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it when I can get, right? like your shirt somewhere with Black Nerd Alliance. Like I'm here for it, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I do think that that Batgirl was like they had something inside Batgirl that did not want to keep on going inside this whole process with DCEU. They got like the Zack Snyder vision going on with this future plan that they're trying to do with DCEU, and I don't think Batgirl fit that, but I do think the Flash movie fits it because like they even though they didn't talk about it at San Diego Comic-Con, they haven't like scrapped the story, they haven't canceled the story, so whatever's in that movie they can either do reshoots around or they can like add some things to it to keep the DCEU going in the same vision that is the Snyderverse. So I hear you.
I think they already did. So I think they already did do reshoots for it. And because the rumors are they did like the reshoot of the post-credit scene with Ben Affleck.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm all for it, bro. Just continue. I hate it when everybody wanted to like, do like a whole reboot and everything. I'm like, no, just continue with what we have right here. It's not bad. It's really not, and you can just add to it. Like you already done set up Birds of Prey. How about y'all actually follow through with that?
Yeah.
And then you Ben said you had a Green Lanterns plan. How about you fall through with that? Like just fall through with what you like.
But you already have planned out. Yeah, just like don't go the way of Marvel by being like completely comic inaccurate. Go with like that has some comic book accuracy to it, but have like different directors give them the liberty to do their own thing, because you're not like you're not pigeonholed by the morality that Disney has, and like DC or Warner Brothers don't have that kind of restriction. Like they can go ham. They can make rated R films without like any discretion attached to them. They can do like stuff like the Joker, which is a one-off, like separate universe from all this other stuff that's going on. Like they can do all that kind of stuff attached to it, unlike Marvel. And like that's their win right there. And like all I was like, it's like they can do all those things. Don't have to worry about like the moral blowback like Disney had with being like a Christian value kind of situation. Like I know Disney trying to get himself away for that with TVMA and R-rated shows and whatnot, like Deadpool and all that stuff. But like I honestly believe that they got to go harder. DC has to go harder to separate themselves from that, because Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman, top notch. Everyone talks about it. Top notch. Everyone talks about that. The Joker, when it came out, everybody talked about it. Whether you liked it or not, everybody talked about the Joker when it came out. So like DC has like a lot of cards on their belt, man.
They do. And then to more so to what you said, like you said like they made the Joker like these one-off different universe movies. Like you can do more.
Elseworlds,
like,
yeah.
Yes, like give us like, and then you don't have to make everything connected. Like you can just make some good standalone movies of just different characters and all that. You can do whatever you want. And then and also in these connected movies, just give directors kind of the freedom to be that and do what they do. And then I kind of just feel like Warner Brothers wanted to do this from the start, and they just do too much on. And then I think they just need to just let go, let these directors do. You like keep with the comics, keep the story going, have like at least somewhat of a plan. Like if we going, who's the big bad, who's going to be an end? Is we going to lead to Dark Side? Are we doing that? Like what do you, are we lead to doing?
Is it gonna be Pariah? Is it gonna be like Perpetua? Is it gonna be like the Source Wall? What are we gonna use? What's gonna be like the big thing that happens at the end? Is it gonna be like a Wonder Woman villain? Is it gonna be like Cersei, like getting her powers and going OP? Is it gonna be like someone in the Flash, Gorilla Grodd doing his thing? Like it's gonna be something like that. They got plenty of options with tons of source material that have like heavy hitter villains. Even Lex Luthor can come back and be like a sneak surprise to you, man. Like it can be any of those guys.
Because this is my thing. So this is really just weird that I don't understand with Warner Brother, because it's both sides of the spectrum that they can do things with. So like let's take Justice League. We got 2 Justice League movies, okay? At the end of the one that we got in the theaters, all right, at the end of that, you basically had you changed that to have Lex Luthor basically saying he's going to start the Legion of Doom. Y'all didn't do nothing with that.
Could have been a movie.
Let's go to the other side. Zack Snyder's movie. It basically set up Batman versus Deathstroke. We have, even though Ben Affleck, may had left the role, whatever made that had happened, y'all still didn't do nothing with
Deathstroke.
Like
you couldn't set up, like not even order, but like set up his character to confront Batman in the next film. No, I hear you.
or at least, or if you were setting up Legion of Doom for him to step into the Legion of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, they pitched like my Joe, my newly black man, said that they pitched a Deathstroke movie to them.
Yeah.
Like they pitched like an origin movie of Deathstroke to them, and
they could have gone like a cool route with Deathstroke too, because like as you and I both know, Identity Crisis is one of the greatest Deathstroke stories out there. So they could have put the Green Arrow, they could have put Black Canary, they could have put Zatanna, they could have put all these other characters like the Flash. They could even introduce like Wally West instead of, and like get rid of Barry Allen with the Deathstroke film and like do that whole number and put that inside of a Deathstroke film. And even introduce like more villains like Dr. Light, the Calculator. They could have put all the kind of characters into like a film, and like you just omit like all the stuff they had before. Like you get like a whole new slate of heroes, because that's how Zack Snyder did his thing with the Batman versus Superman. Like he just like introduced them in a regular film, and like that was it.
Right. And then see, even so what you said, like you said you could introduce with Deathstroke, you can introduce, like the Green Arrow, Black.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of that, you don't even have to have him touch heroes. You can literally it could be like the whole underground, the whole criminal organization of like DC in the
because he's a merc. Yeah,
exactly. You don't even have to have him. He could be going up against other missionaries. Like he's going up against other assassins in the DC universe. Because I think what they said, the movie that they had pitched for also going into all of this with the Batgirl. If they do kind of bring back, if by the grace of God we get Ben Affleck back and we get Batman versus Deathstroke, that movie had planned on Batgirl being in it.
right. And she was still gonna be the daughter of Gordon too. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm hoping if anything happens, if they bring back Batgirl in any way, Leslie Grace gets that role.
Fingers crossed. That's my hope too. Like if they don't put Leslie Grace back in that role, like I want to call racism on Warner Brothers Discovery. Like period. Point blank.
Girl, it can't be a white girl. You can't do that.
You can't. It'll be a bonehead move if they go that way. I wouldn't accept it.
Yeah, no, I'm not with that. But like I'd be mad if it's not her regardless.
Yeah.
Because that sucks that this happened. Like it sucks that Warner Brothers just didn't have their shit together at this time, and that happened to her. Like you feel me? That really does suck.
Because she was pumped. She's been hyping this movie for like a year now. Yeah.
Could you? I mean, imagine, bro, you get to play fucking
Batgirl, dude,
in her first own movie.
Like the fuck, man. Yeah, it's a dick move, big time.
That definitely sucked. Like that's why I say it's bittersweet, because I actually liked her. I actually wanted to see this movie. I wasn't happy for the Michael Keaton and all that, but it had Firefly in it. It had her in it, and I wanted to see if Fraser's Firefly. I wanted to see that.
And so you're taking this like with a grain of sugar and salt. Like you want this like to grow DC, and like you don't see it like as much of a hindrance as most people out there are seeing it.
Yeah, I don't see this as a hindrance, because I think this is like new management, and it's like I don't see why people are so mad when we expected big changes. Like everybody was for months we've been talking about the merger, different
What's gonna happen?
This nobody had this on their list of what was gonna happen. But like we knew, like
it doesn't make much sense, I suppose. Like why this would happen. Like not to us, not to those like who haven't seen the movie or know what their plan is. Like it doesn't make much sense to us. Yeah.
Only thing it makes sense is that y'all trying to. Only thing that would make sense is that y'all trying to change things.
Yeah.
Like recent things that have happened, because like y'all made the movie, y'all done, and like this is not even like a Zack Snyder situation where they had somebody redo it. Like they just not releasing this joint anymore. Like this is like I don't. It's very bittersweet, but I think it won't, like you said, I think it won't be like a hindrance on DC. I think this is them trying to be more, take more care of DC. You feel me? Like give us. I am hoping they're really gonna try to give us what we was already getting. I'm happy. I've been happy. Oh, I didn't want none of this switch. I'm good with where we at. We have there's so much in
this Beetle movie coming out. We got a possible Black Canary show miniseries coming out sometime soon. That's possible in the works. Yeah.
Beetle is Blue Beetle is and then also the Static movie is in development.
Right. Still,
I don't think that will. I don't think that will get stopped at all. I think with the they've been the new Static comic did good, which is
Yeah.
good. They just made some recent more toys of Static, which is
He's
also
gonna be in Multiverses game apparently too. Yeah.
I may get that game just because
Just for that. Like if they put more miles, like if they make a sequel to that game, I want to see a lot more Milestone and DC characters in it. Like just do it. Like don't hold back, man. Like I know you got tons of properties, Warner Brothers, but like just do it. Just do it.
But I think the Static movie definitely will come. But I think what we have in line right now, like if we I think what's stopping people from being like, you know how Marvel just released their whole slate of shit and then
Mm-hmm.
ham because they wear ham. I even as more of a DC fan, Marvel, yo, they just
They're killing it, man. Like I hate to say it, you know me, I don't like MCU. I think it's hokey. I think it's for kids. Like I don't care what anybody says. Like you think MCU is for kids? Like it's for kids. It is. Like and you can say otherwise, but it's for kids. It's for anyone under the age of 16 because that's what their parents let them go see while their parents being around them. Like you can argue this all you want. Like that is their whole business model. That's why like you're getting more TVMA shows on Disney, but not in the theater. That's why we haven't heard any news about the Deadpool 3 because they have no idea how to sell that to a family. Period.
right. And so like with with that and all, hold on, what was my point?
Sorry about that. Like I go on rants with MCU, man, but like you were talking about how DC is like it's you like DC, but MCU is doing a lot better.
Yeah, because I'm with you. Like, even I don't like so for most part, most of their content I'm post mostly don't really like or mess with, but it's still they still they still really have a connection. They set up different stuff.
Yeah,
Like the way they set up things is great. The way how these shows have set up different stuff is actually pretty dope.
because they get us talking about it.
They get us talking about it. Everybody's like, okay, somebody's in this show, blah, blah, blah. But I feel
Who the
like
hell's gonna be Black Panther? Yeah.
exactly. And then yes, exactly. Like you set up, and then also, setting up like, even the mutants thing with I know.
We do you want to be till phase 60 we see a mutant. Like let's be real. It won't be till phase 60 we see a mutant, but go on.
I mean, we saw the first one already.
Oh stop.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to bring up old wounds, but that was just the first thing that I thought about, like, them setting up different.
Mhm.
But like I'm just saying with like DC, I feel like that's my main point. What stops people from being so hyped about DC, because I think we have an okay slate right now. It's not Marvel level slate, but
Yeah.
it's okay because we even without the movies, we're getting Peacemaker season 2, which
Yeah.
I was okay with Peacemaker. We're getting that, which is still connected in this universe. Like, hopefully, Black Canary show. Hopefully, this not getting canned. But like, I think what stops people from being so excited is like the presentation of it all.
Because they had a timeline a while back where tons of movies are supposed to be coming out. Part twos of movies, like on top of those movies, supposed to be coming out, but never happened. Even a Green Lantern show, yeah.
Right? Like what, like, bro, like, so I think that's what stops it from being like, it's like the presentation. Marvel
Mhm.
literally had this timeline of movies, like this is coming, then that's coming, then that's coming, that's in the works. Like, I feel like if DC were to show like that timeline and show like what's really happening, but I don't think they had a full plan yet.
I think HBO Max helped with that plan too. I think like them having HBO Max is going to help them put things into like two perspective because like the CW superheroes are going away and they're transitioning a lot of those shows to HBO Max. So like I think that's part of it.
Have you heard the rumors though?
What rumors? I haven't heard any rumors.
So yeah. So I've been in like meetings all day. So I've been bored on my phone. So I've been just
This fucking guy.
so like I just been keeping up on my phone. I've been in boring ass meetings. So today so with all this news about, because it wasn't just Batgirl that got canceled. The Scooby Doo movie,
Scooby Doo movie got canceled. Yeah, Scoob.
a whole bunch of shows got taken off HBO Max. So like it's rumors that like HBO Max is like dissolving into Discovery, and then like they're getting rid of like scripted HBO Max shows and stuff like that. Like that is just a rumor. No, like I haven't seen nothing concrete about it.
If they do that, like I may be done. Like I respect the name HBO. I don't want to see no fucking Discovery, man.
But why? But like HBO Max is probably the best streaming service there is right now.
I looked that up today. Like apparently, like still top dog is gonna be Netflix. Then you got Amazon, and Disney Plus after that, then HBO Max, from what I've been seeing, like multiple places. But like, I'm with you. Like, one of the best ones out there is HBO Max, period.
It's the content, because of course Netflix is going to be up there top dog. Netflix been around. Amazon is Amazon Prime. Everybody has Amazon, so
Exactly.
that's going to be up there. And then you got
Disney with all the kid shows.
kid shows, but like
Yeah.
HBO Max literally has almost everything. You got like Harry for almost everybody. You got Harry Potter, you got Lord of the Rings, you got DC stuff,
You got
you
Matrix. You got
you
got Game of Thrones.
make Game of Thrones. You literally any like even it has all spectrums of nerdum, just normal people shit. You feel me? Like HBO Max has Martin like need in life. I got DC and Martin. Like, what else do I need?
What else do you need? Yeah, exactly.
Right? But like, I don't know. That's a rumor right now. I don't know how that's working. That's just what I saw today.
Well, I hope it's not true. I really do hope that it's not true, because that sounds like it's going to be a hassle for me in particular. Like, definitely.
I take it with a grain of salt. Because I mean, I think really what you know how Twitter is, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's overreactions. Like, I know this was something big. This was big. I guess this was something people would overreact to because this is big. Like,
Here's the other properties they have. Also, they also have like Samurai Jack. They got the Legos. They got Gremlins. They got King Kong, Johnny Bravo, Mortal Kombat, Mad Max. They got Godzilla. Yeah, they got a lot of different things at Warner Brothers. So no, I hear
you had me at Samurai Jack.
The first one got me. That's why I went there first. But I think that's about all we got to talk about. Unless you got like some final things to talk about when it comes to this entire Batgirl and like Warner Brothers and HBO Max situation.
Not really. I just, like I said, I just hope that this means good things for DC, and really hoping that Leslie Grace. That's really what I'm hoping for. That Batgirl the movie was canned, but Batgirl the character isn't canned.
I'm gonna say this last thing. Like, we got like a few minutes left. I'm gonna say this last thing. I really hope they focus more on limited series. I know that Eric Kripke, I keep talking about it. Eric Kripke said that these limited series are not movies, they're limited series. Like, stop saying like, a limited series or a 10 episode run show is a movie. Like, it's not a movie, but like, they kind of are. Like, they kind of are a movie, and like, they play out like movies sometimes too. And like, and I hope Leslie Grace gets a chance like to come back and show us her Batgirl the way she wants to show her Batgirl in a limited series if we can't get a movie. Like, period. That's all I really want.
Right. Like, yeah, just her to get that role and see what it does. I mean, even if you make a different universe type of thing, like something.
Period. Like, it's DC. Just give us an Elseworld, bro. Like, make all the shows, like make some Elseworld TV shows, like now coming Elseworld, like like universe like 45. Like, this is what happens when Superman did not become Superman and Batman was a dictator. Like, just do it. Just do it, man. Give us some cool costumes. The cosplayers will love it. So yeah, man.
Facts. Oh, that would be tough.
Right? Cosplayer go nuts for that. Like, and like all the art you saw on Instagram after all that, like, just have fun. Just have fun with it. Like, stop trying to make money all the damn time. Like, you already got money. Like, we're gonna give you our money. Like, just have fun with it. Because I don't want any more MCU bullshit. Like, it's like the MCU is too involved in Disney. They're too involved in their films. And they're too involved with all that, putting it into the comics. Like, I'm done. I don't need that in my life. So like, just have fun.
Right, bro. Like, okay, I know this is not really a subject. Maybe this subject for later, but I'm really getting tired of MCU-fication of comics.
I'm done.
Like, why are they taking? Why is it like? Okay, I'm cool with Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings and them switching that into comics
because it needed an improvement. Agreed.
I agree, but them making a lot of the comics just like MCU-ified. I'm like, no, like this is a different universe. You feel me? This is comics is its own thing.
Yeah,
how it is. You want to do something different with the MCU? That's cool. Like, it's very weird to me that they don't take much from source material, but they put David.
The hypocrisy is real in that comic book. But I know, man. And like they cater to these fans who don't even read the comic books, which makes me more angry. So like why? Why do you keep doing this? And like, they tried it with DC back when the first Snyderverse Batman vs Superman movie showed up, and like fans like stop doing this, and they stopped. And like, I appreciated it.
Right, yeah, because they still do sometimes. Like, they'll give they'll like Aquaman, definitely.
Yeah.
they definitely have switched him over, but I think they've been trying to turn. I think they've been trying to turn Aquaman cooler.
Yeah, and like they did like gather some of the cooler parts from the film to give to the characters in the comic book, like and just left it as that. Yeah,
Right. Like this, like it's like sometimes even the storylines in Marvel comics be switching over to kind of how they are the movies. Like, no, like
stop.
movie. Like,
I think that's why the X-Men Spider-Man does so well. 'Cause, like they're not really a part of the MCU, just so they can do whatever they want to with it. I think that's why fans are gravitating towards it. And Hulk also. Because like, I think that's why those comic books do so well, because they can't touch those inside the movie. And I think that's why those comic books, if you watch the comic Huron, like the how much comic books make and sell, those comic books do the best because like they're not attached to the MCU. I honestly believe that.
true, because Hulk is fine.
We'll talk about that a different day too. But this is the end of the first part. We're gonna come back. You guys go hear us talk about the Dark Crisis comic book. Make sure you stay tuned.
What's going on, guys? My name is Nemo. You probably know me as Who is Nemo on TikTok. Now, I just want to take the time to give a shout out to one of my favorite podcasts. And that podcast is FTO Nerd Talks. Now, FTO Nerd Talks is a podcast that gives you daily updates and news about all things pop culture. So if you're into comic books, manga, anime, TV shows, movies, literally anything, this is the podcast for you. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. There are so many podcasts who already do this, so what makes FTO so special? Well, I'm about to tell you right now. Now, FTO Podcast is very special because of how interactive and how engaging they are with their audience. And I can tell you right now, your favorite content creator can never. Now, for daily updates, please make sure you go follow them on all social media platforms at FTO Nerd Talks. Last but not least, make sure you follow them on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And make sure you turn on the notifications so you know when they go live. Thank you so much for your time. And I really hope you join me in supporting FTO Nerd Talks. Alright guys, so I'm gonna head out now. I don't want to take any more of your time. Y'all have a great day.
All right, everybody, we are back. I hope you enjoyed that advertisement you just listened to. It's nice to be here to talk about all this good stuff. I think I got a video advertisement I can put out for YouTube. We'll find out. Well, you'll see on YouTube also. But this is it. It's comic book time. We got a lot of comic books to talk about. We got Young Justice, like Two Flash, the World Without series, and of course the Big Mammoth Jam, Dark Crisis issue number 2. So let's do it to it.
Get it started with Young Justice.
Started out with Young Justice, MIA. Now I read this book. It starts out like after the death of like the Justice League, where everyone's gone, and you see like the Young Justice talking to each other. It's mostly like because Cassie Sandsmark, Wonder Girl, talking most of the time, and like then like it switches up to go to Impulse and Superboy, Connor Kent and Tim Drake. It's essentially, for me, from my perspective, it's a time travel Elseworld kind of story, and it just involves characters we already are familiar with. But like it's like a trip to the past with Young Justice, and they meet up with this character named Endowed. And Endowed is is just that. She is a antagonist cat-like character, so like some of the furries go crazy for her. But she has like giant breasts. Like they're huge, and like her powers is that she mesmerizes people with her enormous tits. So
These, it says.
yeah, and she's supposed to be like an offensive character, like that. Like that's the whole point. Like they talk about how is this character a thing, and like how we ever get beat up by a character like this, or why this character is even like in existence in the comic book, because it's written by women. I think the writer is Frisman and Marga. They wrote and drew this comic book. The art is amazing. The art is really good. Like the expressions they have in these characters is fantastic, and you get to see like some throwbacks of Artemis and Azrael, or I don't know who was the Angel from like the Justice League that Morrison did. Like that guy showed up. I forget his name.
From Batman.
No, like the actual like Angel. Like it was like an actual angel of Christian mythology. Like sorry, I don't want to get just hate me for saying that word, but of Christian origin, I call but yeah, I want to get some flag for that one, but yeah. Shit. But at the end of the comic book, this is all spoilers, just so you guys, this is all spoilers. You see Cassie trying to like get like help from other members, like from Dick Grayson, who's like the leader of the Titans now, You get like help from Superman, Jonathan Kent, who's like leader of Justice League now, and no one wants to help her. Until like at the end of the comic book, you see her show up hanging out with Connor, Tim, and Bart. And it was a good comic book. It wasn't bad. Like the story pacing was good. Like the character interaction was nice. It was familiar, but it felt like they're setting up for something that I have no idea where they're going. You read part of this. Like, what did you think of it?
So I'll just phrase it. So it does feel like they setting up. But one thing I do want to add that I do like about this is because I remember we talking about Dark Crisis time, and then one of the things I said last time was like, the preludes to Dark Crisis, they weren't like really taking their deaths seriously. They were kind of just making a joke of how like they always die and they end up coming back. This one you kind of see where's the page? I can't remember. It's I don't know what page this is, but it's where Cassie's kind of like on the swing and she's like, wherever they are, I hope they're okay. Like, you feel me? Like she looks like she's saddened by all this. Like, and this one it kind of shows you the effect like of the Justice League dying.
Of just like they're actually like feeling like the trauma, like they're possibly dead. Like I hope they're okay, but like they could probably actually be dead and not come back, just like the Justice League. Yeah.
But so with this going forward and like what it may lead to is also a question I have for you, right? So let's say this is kind of like maybe all of this is really we thinking this is for characters to step into a new light and get shine with the Justice League gone. So I feel like it's kind of setting up for them just to be sidekicks again to the new Justice League. You get what I'm saying?
I do.
Because it's setting because in Dark Crisis is kind of setting up a new Justice League. So is this setting up for them to basically be the sidekicks to the new Justice League?
I mean, I can see that with Tim Drake being the sidekick of either Jace or Dick Grayson for that matter. But like I wouldn't see how it will work for Bart, considering Wallace ain't going anywhere. Like they're not gonna and I can't say that because like if we read Flash, like you read Flash, right?
Right.
And at the end of like the second Flash book, Flash 784, like you see multiple Flash show up. You see Barry of like a different universe, see Wally as reverse Flash, as Eobard, and like you see Wally sitting at the table with all the other Flashes, like Barry, Jay, like you got Speedy there, like you got like both of Wally's kids at the table also, and like he's wearing like his new 52 costumes. Like so, maybe they're doing something with Wallace that we don't know about either. Like something that's very different than like that we were seeing. So they could be setting up like Bart being the sidekick of Wally inside of this. Like you could very well be right because like that's what fans wanted to see back in the 90s before Wally died and Bart immediately became the Flash, which they talked about in Young Justice.
But what about your point with Wallace? Like you said, like he's not going anywhere. So
what are they gonna do with him? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like so, if they're trying to push, because like I like think about that. I didn't when I asked that question, I didn't think about Bart because I was just thinking about them as a whole. But then, you made me think of Wallace because right now, before all of this happened, well, Flash kind of been leading up to Dark Crisis because Flash has been gone.
Yeah.
So like, and that's what led to Wally West and Wallace West like being Flash and Kid Flash. So what does this mean for him? Like, does this? I feel like one of them got to go. Could one of them die?
If you're reading Young Justice, they are kind of like changing Bart's character. Like he's like growing up a little bit more. He seems a bit more apathetic when it comes to certain things. Like he's not as like flamboyant about things as we've seen before. And if in the second issue of Young Justice, again, all spoilers, you see Arrowette shows up, and she's kind of like pissed off with all of them, like kind of like out for blood in a way. Like she like kind of like literally do not like these guys. And when you see these stories with Bart, Connor, and Tim, like it does seem like the character who's like the most replaceable would be Impulse, would be Bart. So like, like could they kill off him? Because I like Wallace. Wallace has like a deep rooted story, like where his father is a villain, but I don't want them to make Wallace like the new Reverse Flash or like the kid Reverse Flash or an antagonist, which is also something I'm thinking they're gonna happen inside this. Like, but like I will say this story of Young Justice has me intrigued. So does the story of Flash, even though I think it's weaker than these two stories. I think the Flash story is a little bit weak. Like I don't really care about like the multiverse Flash or them searching for Barry like that. I don't really care about that, but I want to see what happens.
Because like I'm not with it. I'm not with the Flash. The Flash tie-in. It was like a tie-in, but like it's kind of like this Young Justice. Like it's a tie-in, but it's not fully a tie-in. It's just kind of happening along with. I guess that's a tie-in, but like, but it's like because if we go since we can go into we can talk about Flash 784, right?
Yeah.
So
With the Night Flash. That sounds like a perverse thing.
Literally, I was looking at the page, which
it sounds like a pervert, like the Night Flash. Like, come on, you kidding me?
But like it's basically basically Flash is basically like in like this his own world, right? Where like kind of trapped or whatever, right? And it's like this universe kind of like I guess he's happy or whatever because also with this kind of ties into Superman one. Sorry, I'm all over the place.
No, you're good. Like we talked about a lot of issues. Like in this, like the issue you're talking about now is that's the World Without a Justice League Superman. It's by King and Burnham. Is issue number one. I think it's going to be one issue of this, but also it's like some featurette Aquaman in the of it. But please go on.
Yeah. So in this joint, it kind of shows like Superman kind of like in this kind of like dream world, dream state. And that's kind of where you find out that like the Justice League, I guess, isn't really dead. They're kind of like just in like this dream state, which we will talk about later in Dark Crisis, which is actually dope that all of this is kind of really tied in certain ways.
And it's fucking with them too, which is like the crazy part. Like it's like you see like the whole Superman like again there is no Justice League in this world like that we're seeing, and like in like his son Jonathan is more of a Robin type character, and even Superman's suit has more of a like Soviet color instead of more of a hopeful color attached to it. And like they also can't leave Earth; they have to stay on Earth and protect only Earth, because if they do, they'll cause a war. And like they're constantly being like they can both hear the screams of apocalypse, and like they just want to go and like and stop that from happening because they get like completely haunted by it. Like this is just like a little bit of a setup of the story that we're talking about. And like I want you to finish your point, but I just want to set up for everyone who's listening to this. Like it's the story of like great angst of these two superpower beings on Earth, where Superman wants to help these people out, but he's bound not to do so, and and not having the backup of the Justice League keeps him from not doing it. And also being a father to his kid. Like it's an interesting. I thought this was an interesting story, but please the Justice League been haunted by these dream states.
So with that, no, you continue my point, which makes it better. So with that, that story, I did not understand what the hell was going on until I talked to my man's Torma. Shouts to Torma at Third Eye Comics. Shouts to Third Eye Comics. So I talked to him. I'm like, Torma, I read this. What the hell is going on? He's supposed to be dead. What is this world he's living in? He basically broke it down for me. Like, yo, they're kind of like in a dream state. So this world is kind of like it's like a happy world, but it still has conflict in a way to keep his energy going, so which we'll talk about later in Dark Crisis. But so Flash is kind of also in the same thing, and that's where they're searching for him. And he's kind of in 784 which is crazy, they go to help him and they find him,
and
but
then
he sees Wally as
Reverse Flash, Eobot,
and Wallace gets scooped up by
into a dream state also.
Yeah, so he's basically in the same thing where Wally is basically going up against Flash, who thinks he's Reverse Flash.
And it's interesting. And then Wallace gets trapped into a dream state similar to what we saw Aquaman having about Superman and Jonathan. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then so also real quick, cool point. On a page where he thinks he's Reverse Flash, he starts fighting him. I like how they drew the 100 hands.
Dude.
Going to his face. That is tough. No, not that one. Go back one page.
I don't have it on me. I took screenshots.
Okay.
Of all of this, so I don't have it on hand.
That
But
was good, but the page right before it, he's like speed punching him, and he has like it's like hella hands.
give me a second. I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, but that's
But
like I love it when they draw Flash like that and show how his powers, like the speed. This comic actually was good all around with the art. Yes, 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 yes. That final panel. Yes, he is punishing him.
yeah,
He's giving Wally the hands.
giving him the hands, literally giving him the hands. Yeah,
But
but
yeah, that was cool point.
it is interesting to see this though. Like this is that dream state we are talking about when it comes like to Wallace doing his thing like with all the Flash family, and like it's a family he always wanted. It's like a Black Mercy in a way when you really think about it. Like it is hopeful. It is grand, but like it had like some mild consequences attached to it, but nothing severe. It's like old school superheroes, which is the very opposite of what we're seeing in like Dark Crisis right now. I guess and me saying Dark Crisis, we should probably lead into that because a lot happened in this.
Before we lead to Dark Crisis, Wallace's the return of this silver and black suit is fire. I always liked this suit.
I thought it was cool. The new 52 suit, yeah.
Yes, that suit is fire. I hope they keep it. But let's go to Dark Crisis.
Dark Crisis starts out with a hell of a fucking battle. Like this battle is nuts.
And it just starts from jump. Like it literally it doesn't come in for we kind of skip a part. We skip our villain, kind
Your
of
boy.
Yeah, we jump right into the battle.
I mean, you get that's a panel I saved, but was the battle that was going on, which is like a full on splash page.
Yes,
and like the splash is like just him going into it, but Deathstroke like stormed like the Capitol. He stormed like the Titan's Tower with. I should have said that. Damn, I got 2 strikes now. Jeez, he stormed Titan's Tower. Good. What is wrong with me today? And he brought like a whole handful of villains along with them.
a whole squad of villains, bro.
Yeah.
Some of these people, I don't know some of these people. So
yeah,
like,
neither do I. I know recognize Faust. I think Polka Dot Man is there. Maybe Firefly is there also. That's about all I can really like point out just by looking at them. Yeah.
who's the lion, that came out with like fresh meat?
I don't know, but he's like causing some havoc, some hardcore havoc. Just like, dude,
Like it's hella people in this.
in there. Then like I don't recognize most. I recognize Faust. I see Firefly, but a lot of other ones I'm not familiar.
But that middle panel where Deathstroke basically tells him like, "Yo, I got everybody on sight. We got snipers ready for everybody,
Yep.
shooters." Like Deathstroke is not playing, but also I want to point out because also we see on this page, this is the part where I get to where this comic makes me angry. So yes, Beast Boy. So them not killing Beast Boy makes me very angry.
Look at who's that dude right there. Look at that guy.
Prometheus.
Woo-hoo! Dude, he's one of the most baddest in DC universe, and like he's in this. He is joining Deathstroke in doing this. That's like they should have slept on a road. They should have made that well known.
Yeah, but why didn't they kill Beast Boy, bro?
I don't know. It should have happened. Like I get like he's a shapeshifter. Like they may know about that too, but like come on. But like I will say this though, like Dick Grayson beat the hell out of Deathstroke.
And I'm mad at that too. That's how
Of course you are.
I'm mad. My man should not be losing.
He whooped his ass.
But I think the way that is because like Deathstroke isn't like fully Deathstroke. Like he literally just died and
Yeah.
like taken over by this darkness. So
About Pariah, yeah.
yeah. But like but this fight was very well drawn. Yeah, when Superman came in, that part was fire, bro. Like if that was a movie,
That would have been boss. Yeah.
and
100%.
and then with the heat vision, and then him and Nightwing stand, and then Cyborg Superman, yes, that like this comic was so good, but it missed the mark though.
It did. It felt like they were holding back.
It did. It like they wanted to give us a lot, but held back because it's closer to the end. Like you kind of just see Deathstroke just dip out. You feel me? Yeah, like he just kind of dips out, and it's like, what? Like y'all should have caused. Y'all did a lot of damage. Y'all did a lot, but y'all should have did more damaged in that. Like y'all should have fully went in a little more.
Yeah, I agree with that. And with that happening, and with like Pariah going back, he wanted to send a message. But like, why would you want to send a message to Nightwing about like the villains doing what they're doing? Like, what does that have to do with all of this? Because like, I don't really get the meaning behind that. Like, why would you send Deathstroke just to beat up a couple of these guys, not to kill them, but like to terrorize the hell out of them? And like, and especially considering that we got this whole story where we send heroes in dream states going to different realities, where death doesn't really have a consequence. Like, why do all this? I don't understand it.
I think I got an answer. Maybe it may not be the right answer, but it's the answer.
Okay.
So what I think is that this attack wasn't the darkness. This attack was Deathstroke.
But you see Pariah. You see Pariah talking to him in his head.
Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't walk myself into a corner.
like Pariah literally told him though, like he needed, like, don't kill the heroes. I need them. Remember your missions. Sow chaos. Create a crisis. Bring my dark army to you.
Yeah, but this is the reason. Oh damn it! Because Dark Crisis 3 came out today.
And you read it?
Yeah, and the reason I'm thinking this is in Dark Crisis 3.
You punk.
But I can still use this. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm gonna use this. Okay. So with that being said, him saying that, like I think Deathstroke is fighting it. Like even we can see here with him like saying like get out of my head and stuff like that. Like I feel like him saying shut up and hitting himself. I think he's trying to fight it. Like I think Deathstroke
has his own mission.
Yeah, and in the darkness has its own mission.
Like he's letting Deathstroke do his thing on the sidelines. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants Deathstroke to. So that's why I think this attack was more so on Deathstroke's side than the darkness's side. You get what I'm saying?
I do. It's like he's humoring Deathstroke to do this.
Yeah.
Like I get that you want this, and like this won't like really mess up my plans if you do this. So go ahead and do this, but I still need to use you in the future.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that is kind of why that happens. And I'm glad I could use something from this one and not the next one.
I'm glad you didn't either. Like if you, dude, I'm getting hyped about this story too. Like,
If you gave me like a rebuttal to what I said, if you gave me a rebuttal, I thought about it. I was like, shit, that's not in this comic, Malcolm.
Justin's almost ruined issue number 3 for me. Have not read. I'm excited to read. I'm like, that could be next episode. Issue number 3, and like a lot more comic books to go along with that. But Black Adam shows up at the end of this, and like he is suspect as hell in this.
Question, yes. Question for you that I had for you when I was reading this. I'll be thinking about you while I'm reading this. There's things I
ditto. Likewise.
So with this whole Black Adam trying to take over the Justice League thing, like, how do you think that's gonna go? Because it seems like he could possibly take over the Justice League.
I keep thinking about Future State when I see Black Adam inside this comic book. I keep thinking about how he found himself, how he got over a lot of his grievances, how like the world changed around him, and he like wanted to be like a better person, and like maybe that's like the true intent of Black Adam. But like after seeing him in this, like I gotta tell you, I'm with this motherfucker right here. Like he does not trust Black Adam at all. Like I gotta tell you, what if Superman vouched for you and not do? Like you are doing like some shady stuff right now, man.
And yo, they bringing in all the Green Lanterns is actually tough as hell. And then I like that Joe's in it.
Yeah,
Joe is in it. Everybody knows that.
I'm really excited to see these two pop up. See like Simon and Jessica.
Yeah. So hold on, Jessica there?
Yeah, that's Jessica. Yeah.
Oh, she did leave the Sinestro Corps. She could be a double agent, dog. I don't trust.
Oh please, Jessica, get out of here. Crew the old damn double agent. Maybe like back in like the New 52 when that villain era thing happened. I forget what it was called.
No, that was after New 52. That was no. That they both of them had one.
It was like the month of the villain.
Forever. No, month of villains was after New 52.
Much after that. Okay.
Yeah, Forever
Evil. That's it. That's where she made her first appearance. Yeah, where she was like, it was different. The Earth 3 Green Lantern ring emboweled inside of her and gave her powers of like the Green Lantern of Earth 3, who was a complete garbage individual. Yeah.
That was in Forever Evil.
I believe so. Yeah, that's what Simon. I think Simon made his appearance inside there too.
Yeah, I think his first appearance was in something else though.
Yeah, but like I think he appeared in Forever Evil. And that's what it is. Daphne still had a gun on his hip, which I'm glad is gone.
Man, I like the Green.
I bet you did. I bet your Maryland ass did like that. I bet you were all over it. Oh man, you see this dude, like muscle man, black man from Detroit, got a gun in his head. I bet you all like, get out of here. Whatever, you Green Lantern with a gun.
Exactly what I said.
Like verbatim, you know me pretty well.
But yeah, this comic, it's like it's crazy. It's like it was so good. It was action packed, and also let's talk about like we was talking about how we think with the what's his name, Parai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. I keep forgetting this man's name, but like so with that, if we go back to the very start, if you see, if I can scroll to the start, if you see where he basically. Where is it? Forced to watch you as you swallow these worlds whole, but then I hear your voice calling me darkness, second chance to bring in back now. Yes, the Justice League. Yes, the Justice League sacrifices only delay the inevitable. And then like he comes on these things and he's like, crisis is coming. Like it feels like it's like he's draining power. And I think that the Justice League, like we see it in like he's draining power from them. And I think that's what like Superman's in that world, the Flashes are all in that world, and he's using their life energy to
power something big to start his crisis, like the crisis he's trying to start.
But like it just seems big, bro. Like all of this is big. I'm wondering where this is leading, because like I'm hoping this is also a question I had for you.
We're talking about this.
Yeah, right at the front.
This is reminiscent of like Infinite Crisis, like Crisis on Infinite Earths, like the very original Crisis that we saw, like where Briar shows up and he was resentful of what happened, trying to fix everything. Seems like it's a different turn on that, of him like, not giving a rat's ass about like his consequences and doing something that he wants to do, and not being like I need to go find a Justice League to get some help. Like I want to take care of this problem myself is what it seems more like. Yeah.
Right. Another question. I just came up with this just now. How do you feel about this and its like connection to Infinite Crisis? Do you feel like they're kind of doing too much of like leaning on that and not its own story? Because for me, I don't really have an opinion either way, but I have seen people say like they don't like the fact that they're kind of leaning too much into this to Infinite Crisis story.
I thought about that.
Not like leaning, but like kind of using it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about that a lot. Like I thought about them like putting Cyborg inside of this, but them putting Kyle Rayner inside of this, and making him like actually like fearful. Like when you see him shoot Mo, when he actually shot at Mo, and she like what the hell, like just like your friends retreat your friends, Joe. Sorry, and like they're putting like a lot of elements inside of this, but like I feel like it has to be connected to like the Crisis on Infinite Earths simply because it's long lasting. And Crisis on Infinite Earth was also long lasting. Like in the 80s when that comic book came out, it changed the DC universe. Like it completely changed, like overhauled from the Silver Age to the modern age, or like the Bronze Age as we're calling it now. And like I feel like this right here is gonna be the same thing, like to this Neo nostalgia age. That's what I'm calling it. Like it's gonna completely change this and make it long lasting and have long-term effects to everything that we see. So I feel like if it's not connected to like the Crisis of Infinite Earths, there'd be no point in doing it. So like it has to be connected to it. Like it has to be in my eyes.
I like that point.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have no opinion either way.
But all in all, man, like I loved it. Like I found that splash page you were talking about too. I should have taken a screenshot of it. But the splash page where you see Dick Grayson taking on Deathstroke.
Yes.
Like not the big battle royale that you saw, but like the actual like them going at it, like in fisticuffs, like where Deathstroke breaks in and like knocks out Dick Grayson with that big explosion. I did think it was pretty cool to see like a couple of characters quit the Teen Titans after this happened. Like they realized they didn't want to be heroes, and like I feel like that was written in the story simply because like these two guys they quit. They literally like we don't want any part of it. Like this is too much for us. Like, we didn't sign up for this. I feel like that happened because the Justice League are dead.
But that's also yes, and then also because you remember Deathstroke in this, he basically putting a hit out on anybody that wants to be a hero, and then like they like, I don't want no smoke. Like I don't want no smoke with Deathstroke. And
Mhm.
it's so like it's causing them to just quit. And I mean, you just said long lasting effect.
Yeah.
Like, did something like this lead to people being like, I don't even want this hero life anymore?
Mhm.
Like, do you think it could lead to that?
I
I mean,
do actually.
I guess
I think like it's gonna like make sure like a lot of characters that do die in the future, we won't be seeing them for a while. Like they're gonna have like memorial services, like and like make statues. We'll be seeing more and more statues being made of these heroes that die. People are talking about a lot like I don't want to be a hero. There's too many consequences in that. No, thank you. So yeah.
I like some consequences. Yo, kill some people.
Hmm.
I'm fine. You know me. I'm fine with some deaths. Like just kill. Like if it makes the story better. Like that's one of the reasons I love Game of Thrones because anybody at any point in time in that series could die.
Yeah.
And you never know when. So like that's why I wanted the Beast Boy not dying made
Consequential.
like it made sense for him to die, and then it had mad consequence for the rest of the story. Because think about it, that was an issue one. That
Yeah.
was an issue one. If you would have followed through in issue two, like
People wouldn't take notice. They would definitely take notice
right.
for
So
sure.
now for now on, everything is going to. If I feel like everything would have been taken hella seriously in this series from that point on, if you really killed him, but not killing him, it kind of takes away the seriousness of it. And then to come back like, oh, we shot him in the head, but he just severely hurt. Like that was kind of dumb.
Mm.
Like
It felt like it was unneeded. Yeah.
yeah, it was like you could have killed Beast Boy. And Beast Boy is a big enough character where it has impact, but it also is not a big enough character where it's like it's super big. You feel me?
You know what I think is going to happen? I'm not sure if you read Kingdom Come or not, but in Kingdom Come, for those of you who don't know, Kingdom Come is a sort of heroes from like the far future after Superman retired being Superman for about like 10 years because Lois Lane was killed by the Joker, and a character named Magog took over as Superman, and he was very bad at it and let heroes die. And like the kids took over also, and like they were very bad at being superheroes. They also let people die and didn't care about their well-being or their morality. They just loved having the powers and like the idea of superheroes. It was kind of like the boys in a way in Kingdom Come, if you really think about it. Like and like I say all this to say, like in that story, Beast Boy was very mentally ill inside. Like he wasn't like himself. Like he could still change in the character, but he wasn't as vigorous as he is now. Like he was kind of like not all there really. And I feel like with having the same elements in this story where like the heroes, the new heroes are the kids of the former superheroes, and like they're now taking over and like they may not be as good because we saw Jonathan Kent and Future State shrink Metropolis and not tell anybody about it and just like to fix a problem. Like he just shrunk a city. And if that's gonna be like his kind of mentality to all this, like we may be seeing like the future of something that's not very great, like him trying to round up the superheroes, draw the floor. So like I got my own problems. I want to be a part of Justice League. Like having Jace Fox, like I got my own problems here in New York. I don't want to like to join your Justice League. Like don't think then he gets villains to join the Justice League. Like it makes me think about Kingdom Come. It does. It makes me think about Kingdom like he put Killer Frost. He put Killer Frost in the Justice League. Like that's a no. Like I couldn't even like close with respect. Like Jonathan Kent is not like the person to be leading these new future heroes. Like he has like two Blue Beetles. He has like Frankenstein. Frankenstein is not the best character to be like leading any team. If you read Justice League Dark New 52, you got like Dr. Light and Damien, who locks people up and like lobotomizes them. Like they're not the best choice to have. Like it's showing that Jonathan Kent is not like the best choice for a leader for Justice League, and like that this Justice League is going to be a lot of mishaps.
I think that's the point too.
I do also. I really do.
I think that's definitely the point. But like I think he's gonna have to step, which is for me cool. Show that he sucks ass as a leader so he can become a good ass leader.
Yeah.
What you're leading to. If you lead to Jace Fox leading Justice League, I'm cool with that too.
It's very Gen Z in a way when you think about it. Like it has a very Gen Z vibe to it when you really like put it like into that perspective. Like what if the Gen Zers like became the Justice League and like how would that look for each other? Like that's kind of like the vibe is giving off right now. And if you watch the promo that Williamson put out, he's like issue 4 where this really takes off and shows you what's really going to happen like in like the DC comics, like how the future DC is going to pan out after that, because like that's going to change everything. And I'm ready for it. Like I love all these comic books. Like I may not like praise about them, but like they definitely works in a way, except for Justice League, but the Young Justice. I don't know what's going on there, but but like all of it is really good. I definitely can't, like I want to keep reading all of them, and I think the next issue we have is
Number 3.
while I read this, like let me know what you thought about all these, man.
Oh, what I think about all this, I like it. I'm just hoping that it has long lasting effects. Like for real, if you kill off the Justice League and let all these new people really shine, I'm cool with that. If you kill off some of the Justice League, like for real, just kill off some people. Let's get something new. Let's get something fresh. Y'all been trying to do this. I think y'all been trying. I think some fans are keeping it from actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
But like gatekeepers and stuff.
I've been one of those folks. I'm not gonna lie, but like I've been one. I didn't want Justice League to die, but like now I'm at a point like let it happen. Like give it about 20 years. Like they'll come back eventually. Of course, it's comic books, but but let them die. Just let them die.
Like let's really get a world without these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Still like Elseworld stories. You've been doing that. You have mad Elseworld stories. You can write little pocket events that happen with these characters that's not canon. Like that's easy. Still give fans what they want, but like in the main continual, like it's for me with DC and Marvel. It just weirds me out that we've been reading this since we was kids. People
1940s.
Right. So like, well, I'm talking about I ain't been reading since 1940s.
Yeah, but like us as fans, like right. Since like we were reading DC since 1939, and we were reading Marvel since 1950s. So yeah, a long time.
So it's like, why haven't we issued in the new era just to be taken fully control? Like I hate the fact that there's a Peter Parker and a Miles Morales. Like why I don't need that. Give me a different universe, Peter Parker, but in this main universe, there should not be 2 Spider-Man.
I don't mind that.
At the same time, I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, like I don't want that. I want
that used to be a faux pas. I'm not sure if you knew that now. Like that used to be like very, very heavily like a no-no and comic book. Like you cannot have 2 characters with the same name in one universe because they thought it would confuse fans. Like and now like it's the norm. And like for me, being a guy who grew up in the 80s and read comic books in the 90s, like I'm here for that. It's like I get why you don't think it's a cool idea, but for me, like it's a great idea.
No, I'm not. I don't want to say it's a bad idea. Like I'm cool with it, but just at some point in time, there needs to be a passing of
a shift. Yeah,
there needs to be a shift. Like I love Batman. We love Batman, but at the same time, if he were to just die and they had to figure out how the fuck to do all that, just everybody else,
yeah,
I would love that. Like him actually be dead.
I get that.
And then like let's get a Justice League. Let's get a whole new Justice League. Like let's get like you feel me? Like we got characters for it. So like I think, and that's also what I think they were trying to test with Future State, because Future State is canon
in a way.
Canon.
Yeah.
So like they said, Future State is not. It's a future that could happen. So I think they were just testing the waters of what they could do with these new characters, and I think I'm hoping that this Dark Crisis is leading to whatever future for DC that they actually.
Agree.
You feel me?
I do think Death Metal started all of this though, but like I think Future State really shows what that future could look like. But I hear
you. Damn, Death Metal, that was bad.
Yeah, because like they showed like a possibility like of antagonistic heroes, or like dark version of these heroes, like heroes that died, like and what happened to those heroes, a consequence thereof, and they showed us that like in view and made it canon in like the Zero universe. But we got like maybe a few minutes left. But I wanted to say like the next issues are gonna be Dark Crisis issue number 3, Dark Crisis World Without Justice League, Green Lantern, Dark Crisis Young Justice 3, and The Flash 785. That's all for August in Dark Crisis.
I'm with it. I'm ready.
I can't wait. These are always a fun talk. I'm glad to do this with you, Justice. And like I can't wait for the next. I almost call you by your birthday. I won't do that, but I can't wait for the next episode, man.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be fire.
Until next time, you guys take it easy.
Peace.